Hello there, Gia.
Hi, Keish. Oh yeah,
Hi.
can you hear the ice
Oh yeah,
tinkling,
I
tinkling,
don't
and
have ice in my beverage, but America and the world we're celebrating something. Maybe
mm,
it's that Gia's home survived the hurricane.
yep. Just feeling grateful to be alive and
Yep.
with it, and
Yep. Mhm.
having some survivor guilt for all the people that had such a
Yeah, yeah.
bad time of it. It's a
Mhm.
mixed emotion, when
Sure,
you're
sure.
when the hurricane path changes and you like it's good for you, but it's really bad for wherever it's going.
Yeah. I know, Gia, but that
And I
you didn't
know.
have control over that.
I really didn't. Nobody
No.
did.
You're not
Gosh.
that powerful.
I guess you just have to let go of that feeling that you can control things.
You have
But
to try, or maybe, like try to help somebody.
um, well, let's shift to lighter fare. Tell me what you're
Okay.
drinking.
Oh, okay, sure. The other reason we're
Mm.
celebrating is because I found a new Cosmo mixer today at the store, and it's put out by Stonewall Kitchen, and it features pomegranate. They
Features
say,
the pomegranate. All right.
yeah, yeah, and they say, I believe, that you put 1 ounce of the mixer in, and then 2 ounces of vodka. And I
Okay.
believe my ratio is more like 3 ounces of each.
All
So
right. So
so, buckle
strong
up,
on all
America.
fronts. Yeah.
I don't handle my liquor well.
The
Mm.
pomegranate's like, isn't that one of those sort of superfoods or something?
Well,
It's
yeah,
got
I
all
feel like
kinds of.
this is sort of a healthy beverage. It's kind of
Exactly. It's a health
almost like a
mood. Yeah.
smoothie, but
Hmm.
without the
Without the
frostiness.
kale.
Mhm.
Did
Exactly,
you
without
see
the
that
kale.
recent headline about I don't know. I didn't read the article, but it was like a picture of a fetus in the womb and they had the mother eat kale and they showed the fetus's face after that and it was making this horrible grimace.
We feel your pain, little baby.
It was going, "Mum, knock it off."
Yeah, yeah, boy. Who knows which is worse, some cigarettes or some
Mm,
kale?
yeah, kale
Mm.
cigarettes. Well, I'm
Yeah.
having a we created this drink ourselves,
Oh,
although
that's
maybe
nice.
not. I mean, it's not exotic or anything.
You and Rory?
Yeah, he's having
You're
one too. So it's a
Oh,
Tangeray
uh-huh.
and
Yeah, could you
uh
say that again, please?
Tangeray. What?
Tangeray. Okay.
Yeah.
How many have you had so far?
Am I slurring
A
already?
little bit,
Uh,
a little bit, Chia.
Tangeray. It's all Tangeray and lemon juice and seltzer.
Oh, okay. So this is a like sort of your version of your lemon drop kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, it should be club soda, but this is just seltzer. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and ice. Ice makes all the difference. You really need ice for things. I don't. Why don't you
Yeah.
have ice?
I don't have an ice tray in my freezer because it's so full of other stuff.
Oh, we've
But
given up on that. I just buy bags of ice now.
yeah, that's a good idea. Or I could have thrown some frozen fruit in there, which was my
Oh,
original
that would
thought.
have been nice.
I
Sure.
know, I know, but I can't make that walk now. So.
Um, One takeaway from the hurricane that I came up with on I don't know, I'm jumping back to that, but I learned how to make scrambled eggs in the microwave and I
Oh,
prefer them now.
oh, gosh, that's a
Yeah.
lot of information to digest, Gia.
Well, maybe, but it's quite simple, but it changes the texture and
Yeah.
something about like the butter, like you melt the butter first,
Uh huh.
um, and then you mix your eggs in it. I don't know, it's like the butter flavor gets better distributed or something. I don't know what it is.
Oh boy. Okay.
I kind of live off eggs, so
You do?
there's
I didn't realize that. Okay. Gosh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
sometimes I feel like I don't know you at all.
You really don't. You really
You're
don't.
so mysterious.
Complicated. I don't know how
Yeah.
many times I have to tell you that, but
I know. Although
um,
I'm if I'm going to guess what you're wearing, I think it would be a safe bet to say overalls and Crocs.
well, now you'd be almost right. Earlier, I did wear overalls to the grocery
Uh-huh.
store, but while I
Oh,
was at
sure.
the grocery store, I decided to treat myself to a pool cover. and
Oh,
that's what I'm wearing.
oh no, oh no, America! Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, a pool cover.
Yeah,
Is that like a poncho
I
or
was
like a
having one of
house
those
coat?
random days at the grocery store and I was like, "Oh right, I need a cat collar." And oh, look at those pool covers. Those are cute. And
Huh.
so no, it's like it's I believe it's meant to put on if you're at like wearing a bathing suit, but then you're going to go,
Uh-huh.
have a cocktail at the pool lounge or something. And so you'd put on
Yeah.
your pool
You
cover.
really feel like you're living at the Metro Court pool, don't you?
Yeah, except I'm wearing it more like I meant like maybe it could be a nightgown because I
Wow.
don't know. I need, but it's nice. It's got fish on it.
Sounds
Yeah,
hot.
so does the cat's collar. Actually, we both are wearing.
I see. So that's how Gia's brain is working these days. It's
Yeah, I
just the
was pretty
fish motif
random,
that you were
pretty random. And then
whenever. Did you buy
I
some
had to.
goldfish also? Some goldfish
No,
crackers?
I didn't. I should have kept that theme going, but I had to go to the liquor store, which is
Yeah.
attached to the grocery store, so it's merely separated by a wall. Like what? I
Ah,
don't
uh-huh.
understand
Yeah.
why. Like they don't do that in the north.
No, no, because we're too lazy to walk around that wall.
Well, I feel like you're more honest. It's like, you know,
Maybe.
like look,
We need it.
we're just
Yeah.
gonna get schnockered. Let's face it.
Right.
We're buying
Mhm.
our food and we want our booze at the same time.
Yeah. That's
And why
right.
make us walk around and go in another door? Uh,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
seems a little, I don't know what. So you can get wine and beer, of course, and
Uh-huh, of
mixers and things,
course,
but
because that's
you have
yeah,
to, yeah, you
uh-huh.
have to go
Those
to
are
the other.
staples, I guess, whereas,
I
like, your gin
guess.
is an exotic beverage.
Yeah, and at that liquor store, there's nothing romantic about it. I need someplace with a little mystique. I'm gonna have to find a new liquor.
Sure.
If I'm gonna continue drinking, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
find a
yeah.
different
That's
liquor
what will
store.
stop your drinking is if you can't find a liquor store with some mystique.
Well, yeah, there's nothing attractive about it, and they don't
Mhm,
sell any like extra like glassware or
mm.
accoutrements that
Does it smell
I
like
don't know.
farts?
No,
No?
no, that's your
Okay.
store.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Okay.
no
And you'd think
smell.
that would have stopped me drinking for good, but it was,
Mhm.
this discovery of this new pomegranate forward mixer that, has got me back on the
Back,
booze.
okay, back in the comforting arms of alcohol. Um,
Warm
well,
embrace
how
of
is it? What does it
it's
taste like?
it's not as sweet as the store brand Cosmo mix that I had last time.
And
So
that, in my book, that makes it good, but
yeah, I think that means it's more nutritious. Yeah. So
okay.
so so I shouldn't feel bad about eating candy and nuts for dinner.
No, no. But can you taste actual pomegranate, would you say?
I guess so. I don't have pomegranates that often, so I suppose this is the flavor of a pomegranate, but I
They're
don't
a
know, Gia.
frustrating food to eat.
Yeah, and my palate is really not sophisticated at all, so, I'm really not the person to ask, I guess.
Really? All right.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I think
Um,
my palate is dead. And not
yeah.
because of COVID or anything. Like I didn't have the COVID,
Yeah.
symptom of,
Uh-huh.
but just
Uh-huh.
and I believe I've read that your taste buds go down the tubes like every other part of your body.
Oh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
so you
As you
don't,
age. Yeah.
yeah. Like I
Mhm.
frequently find it like cheese. Like cheese doesn't taste like cheeses I remember from my childhood.
Mhm.
You know, I'll be so, I'll be like, well, this
I'm
Munster, it's
not
even if
gonna
you get
touch
the
that.
expensive stuff.
Don't even know how to respond to that. But
Well, I
I
don't
will
know how it was in your house, but like every now and then there'd be an occasion, like a holiday, and your mom would put out,
ooh, I
fancy
spilled my
cheese and
drink.
crackers. Don't
Really?
spill your drink.
Oh, well, yeah, my mom used to get, like, cheese balls that were rolled in
Oh
nuts
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
as
yep,
a teacher
yep,
gift, and I don't know if they
yeah.
enjoyed that or not,
Probably
but
not.
probably
Um,
not. Yeah, they would have enjoyed just, like, a Cosmo mixer probably,
well,
but
I to tell you the truth, when I wasn't a teacher, but I worked in a school, and I
yes, you did. Mhm.
generally threw out what anybody
Whatever
gave me
because you
because
thought it might be
I
Poisoned?
thought they might be trying to kill me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think
I
that's a
just,
good instinct there, Gia.
yeah.
Not that you deserved that, but I would think just across the board they would probably
Yeah.
be
So
trying to
anything
wipe out
homemade. Yeah.
the
I was just like,
teachers, yeah.
thank you. Um,
and then and then you hear the sound of it getting
yep.
tossed.
Going down the
Mhm.
drain.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, maybe we should talk about General Hospital.
Oh, I thought we were.
Oh,
Oh dear. Oh dear, Keisha.
I just watched. Let's see, what did I just watch? I just watched Thursday and Friday today.
And I rewatched Wednesday, Thursday, and then watched Friday for the first time today. And we also
God,
didn't
you're
ever
so
discuss
dedicated. How can you stand
Tuesday.
that
Well,
rewatching?
I couldn't stand it because both Wednesday and Thursday, I believe, opened with Portia and Jordan
Yeah,
in
yeah,
what
I'm pretty
might be the
much
most
done with
tiresome
them.
storyline of all time.
Yeah, I feel like
Plus, yeah, go ahead.
many of the storylines are wearing, they're
Thin.
stomping on my last nerve. But there were a
Yeah.
few bright spots. I feel like there were a few bright spots in the last couple days, mainly with actors I like.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's something. I know. It's nice to see actors we like. Even like when Ava's walking around, she looks like she's legitimately been stabbed with a
Yeah,
hook, right?
yeah,
She's that
yeah.
good, America.
She's that good. I do feel like, wouldn't that be kind of soon for a massive wound like that?
Yeah,
But maybe
I was thinking that also. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
enough
it
about
would be
massive
soon.
wounds, I guess. But
Well, and also we don't know like time wise how many days we're talking about here. I mean, Diane's been like under the knife for
yeah,
what, like a week now. So
right. Like somebody said, Diane, it's still in surgery. I'm like, how many days have passed and she's been still in surgery? Like,
they just like
do they
tag
sub
team,
in new doctors? Yeah, like
Yeah,
hand over the knife and
I can only go 12 hours, man. You got to
yeah.
come in.
Did you wash your hands? I hope you washed your hands.
Good callback to your sepsis lecture, Gia.
Yeah, and FYI, I did look something up this time, and we should probably talk about actual hospital for a while. But if there's a lull, I
Oh,
will
please, God, don't let there be a lull.
regale you with some information that I found interesting.
Oh boy. All right.
But
All right. Let's
obviously I'm
let's
a
let's dive
weirdo.
in then to more hospital. Okay,
Okay.
I did want to before we get too deep into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or whatever it is you've got stored up for us. On Tuesday, our friend Carly was still in Fort Lauderdale, right? And
Yep.
she had a visitor. What did
Jacksonville. God, that's a pomegranate
oh,
speaking. Or
Jacksonville? Oh, okay. Sorry.
completely different
Where the
city.
hell is in Fort Lauderdale?
Um. Well, a lot of people.
Okay. Jacksonville, you said.
I've been to
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale quite a few times. It's lovely.
You
But
have. Okay. All right.
yeah.
We can talk about that another time, I guess. But
Okay.
okay. Carly had a visit from you know who.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I
And
like
did
actually grown with just disgust every time there's a
yeah.
scene and he comes on.
Yeah.
Like
Cuz to
I
me, like again, this Drew he just seems like he's there for a booty call. Like he would fly from New York to Florida for a booty call, whereas our old Drew would have actually gone there just to see how she was doing, right?
yeah, yeah. Here's where I'm at with him. I'm like, okay, so we've covered ad nauseum how he's absolutely nothing like the original Drew. So
Yeah,
if we could put aside those feelings and go, okay, let's just take this
accept
guy
him.
for,
Yeah.
yeah, like for who he is as a
Okay.
character.
Huh.
Then
That's an
I
interesting
still
idea.
don't like him.
I know. I know.
That's what that's what I mean. Like, so
Yeah.
even as a whole new character, I still like, I agree with you. Like, he seemed like he was coming for a booty call, and that was
Kind of
it.
lecherous, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
So,
don't know.
yeah,
Acting all caring, but he's so schmarmy that
he's smarmy. He doesn't seem like he has a lot of layers, really. Right?
no, and I didn't like. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of pauses because I'm drinking.
And I'm wiping up my cocktail.
Um, I really hated the fake pose with the kids.
Ugh.
That Like,
what? How
uh,
manipulative was that?
yeah, that's like,
Trotting the kids out so
yeah,
he
like
can
I've
have
got
some
a puppy
sex with
back
their
in my
mom.
dorm room. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. What a
Ugh.
scumbag. Yeah. Now that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mention it, he's even worse than I thought.
yeah. He seems scummy and schmarmy, and I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be a cool storyline though if they did turn him into a total like
Yeah.
scumbag, like using
Ooh.
Carly, and like he'd be bad
Yeah.
mouthing her behind her back to his buddies, or
Like who
you know.
anybody would tolerate that, he's got some very classy buddies that would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Drew? That's Carly, man."
But yeah, wouldn't that be cool though if he became like a town
Yeah.
pariah, and
Yeah.
and she, but and she didn't know, and everybody be trying to
Mhm.
tell her, and she wouldn't
Yeah.
believe it, and
Or
yeah.
yeah, he could have sex with her, and then when she was talking to him about something that was important to her, you would see like in his eyes that he didn't give a shit, you know?
Yeah.
He'd just
Or
be
he
like,
could have sex
"God,
with
you're
her
so boring."
and then just disappear, just
Yeah.
drop her, like
Yeah. Yeah.
ghost her. He could ghost her, as the kids
Yeah.
say.
He could go to Aruba and have a fling with.
Jamaica. Ooh, I
Oh,
want.
oh boy.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
No,
That is
that's okay.
automatic.
That's okay, Gia, because that's where a lot of our listeners are from. All the islands that
What?
are listed in that song.
Really? We've got Jamaica listeners?
We've had Jamaica in the past. We've had
Oh, okay.
Barbados, Aruba. Yeah.
I've never been to any of these places. I wish I had, but
I went to Aruba once. It
you did. What was that? What was the occasion for that? Were you
well,
going to one of those leadership seminars?
obviously it was a tremendous success because here I am. Yeah. Um I went with a college friend of mine, and it was just like a vacation. But I guess they're used to people going there like for their honeymoons and stuff. So they
Was it a
made up.
guy or a
No,
girl?
it was my friend Linda, who lives in Alaska now. But um, they made up one bed, I think, believing that we might be a lesbian couple, which is an honest
This has
mistake, of
been an
course.
issue for a long time for you, then.
Yes, it
Maybe you
has.
should take a hint.
Maybe this other thing isn't working out for me. Is it?
Oh, it just depends on how you look at it. Whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you dodged a bullet, really.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm really super dead inside, so I don't even
Super dead. What? How
super
does
dead.
cheese taste to you now? Like not
Well,
like childhood cheese.
not like childhood cheese. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I like nuts very much either.
What?
I know. I when I think about it, when I
Like what
really think
kind?
about it,
What kind were you eating? Like a mix, like one of those just planters mix
yeah,
cocktail
yeah,
peanuts?
yeah. And I,
Well, those
as
may
much as
not
I
be the
love
highest.
peanut
Whatever.
butter, I don't like peanuts really. Um,
Well, and
Almonds are
they
kind
usually
of
pad.
tiresome. What?
Pad the. They usually put in a lot of
I
peanuts
know
because they.
that's part of the problem. Yeah, yeah. They're like the junk nut, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, poor
The
peanuts.
junk nut.
Yeah,
Um.
but anyway, that's not
Yeah, and
why
they're
you
actually.
called.
Yeah, it's true. They're actually a legume. And that's not something I pointed out.
How do you have any friends at all?
I thought of you today because I was I was looking at Instagram, and you get stuff suggested to you. You might like blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and so now I'm following some woman who's like a succulent. I forget what it's like. The
Succulent whore,
succulent something or other. Yeah,
slut,
yeah,
slut, slucculent,
yeah.
slut,
So I checked out the
slutulent.
page, and yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fabulous. Oh my gosh, she had like
And
she'd
that's why
done
you
these.
thought of me.
Yeah, I just thought how disgusted you'd be with me for following a succulent page, but
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I imagine you do in your spare time, Gia.
I do all kinds of weird stuff in my spare time. I don't even know why I've gotten so weird, but
I don't know. Well,
it may have been foretold in
let's
the
let's not
scriptures, but
let's not pull that thread.
I messed around with plants a lot today because I'd had to store them all away in the storage shed, during the
Uh-huh.
hurricane. Not
Yeah.
so much because I cared about them, but I didn't want them to be projectiles in my neighbor's windows or something.
I'm not sure I believe you, but okay, go ahead.
What?
Let's pretend
No,
that's
I
why you put them away. Okay.
no, that's really why I put them away. But so anyway, I thought, well, this is kind of I'm spending a lot of time with plants, and Shelby would, I mean, Keisha wouldn't like that.
No, that's okay, Gia. I understand you have a fondness for plants, That's
Yeah. I-
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
And the
All right.
ponies, sure.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
makes you you, Gia.
Yeah.
Just like I enjoy the donut.
The
Um,
donut. Have you tried to watch Lodge 49 yet? There's a donut
oh,
shop
that's right.
featured in that.
Donuts do feature prominently in that show. Now
Yep.
I'm got to tell you, I'm locked into this Felicity thing, which it really puts me in a funk, but I enjoy the funk.
I watched an episode of Saint Elsewhere.
Oh, I used to love Saint Elsewhere. I really did.
I think I missed it completely. I don't know if
Yeah.
like that's when I was in college or something, but I don't like it
Uh-huh.
doesn't look familiar. I
Uh-huh.
know like that's where a lot of people got their start.
Oh, like
A lot of the big
Denzel.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of people.
And
Yeah. Mark Harmon. Yep. Good
but
show.
I'm coming almost to the end of Hill Street Blues, so I'm trying to come up with a substitute, you know.
Yeah, and you shouldn't watch anything that was recorded before like 1985, after
Right, right.
1985, huh? Yeah.
Well,
You don't
you
want to
know,
shock your system.
just to sock it back to you, like I'm actually up on like I've watched Better Things, I've watched The
Yeah.
Bear, I've watched
Yeah.
Lodge 49, and you're watching Felicity.
No. But just to go back at you, I
Okay.
listen to Post Malone, and I am
I've
a
never even
believer.
heard
I'm
of
not going to
that.
lie. I'm a believer.
I don't know what that is. Post
Justin
Malone?
Bieber fan.
Oh, okay.
There's an awkward
And it was
silence
a
now.
yeah. I also I finally like you mentioned is it Harry Styles? Harry
Yeah.
Styles?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So he's in some new movie and so I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
don't
that's Harry
worry.
Styles, but I don't know
Mhm. Mhm.
any of
That
his music. But
Yeah, and does it seem to you that that movie title needs a comma?
oh my God, thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you, because
that's
I was
such a
like,
relief. I'm
does
pretty
nobody
sure.
proofread anything anymore?
Well, and when people wish somebody happy birthday on Facebook or whatever, they
Mhm.
don't shouldn't you have a comma? Like happy
Yeah. Yeah,
birthday,
you really should,
Teresa.
yeah. Mhm.
Uh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So
And
that's why I can't watch that movie. Sorry, no comma, no
yeah,
watching.
what's it called? Don't worry,
Don't
darling.
worry, darling, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You're quite right. Quite right.
See, that's why we're friends, America. Punctuation. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to get pretty wound up about stuff like um people like putting periods outside of quotation marks and
Yeah.
I also don't understand why the use of the semicolon is so hard for people.
That's a
You
good
know, like if you
question.
use the word therefore or
Uh-huh.
furthermore or
Yeah.
it's
Uh-huh.
pretty cut and dried how it works.
And now I'm beginning to understand why you
Why I don't have a
suspected,
lot of friends.
well, or why parents might have been poisoning the cheese balls they gave you.
Mm.
So where were
Okay,
we?
General Hospital. We haven't talked about it
Right.
at all.
No, not
Yeah,
much except
okay,
to
let's go
just,
back to Jordan and Portia. That's where
yeah,
you
okay.
started. Okay.
Okay. Man,
Where do
is
you
that
stand?
tedious.
Who's in the right here? Jordan on the side of truth
Right?
or
Well, I wish Jordan, like we've talked about before, her tone and everything is always the same. So it's hard to know, like, how she really feels about anything, because she's always trying to deliver it in this, like,
yeah, now so that's a
pop like
very
way.
personal, heated conversation she's having, not police work.
Right.
So that would be
Right.
the time to cut loose a little bit
Yeah.
with the
And
body
say,
language and the tone
Portia,
and
you
yeah,
lying, duplicitous whore.
poor, yeah.
Right? Because Portia at this point, I feel like, yeah, she's just a mess, right? I mean, because
She is a hot mess. Yeah.
yeah, I
Yep.
mean, she's obviously not denying what Jordan is saying, but she wants Jordan to like go along with the lie, right?
Yeah. But I
And
do
if
have
she
sympathy. I feel like Jordan should butt out. I feel like, why does Jordan get to pressure her on this?
Yeah, Jordan's agenda isn't entirely clear. I don't think she's completely just thinking about Curtis. She's also wanting to sort of like damage Portia or bring her down a peg or two. But at the same time, if Portia really cared about Curtis and knew the kind of guy he was, she would know how important it would be to him that he knew he had a daughter, right?
Yeah. But here's my problem with the whole thing.
Okay.
Um I
It's
don't know
not
why.
interesting.
Well, I've they've turned Curtis into such a dink
Oh, yeah, that's
that
true.
why
That's
anybody
true.
would want to be with him is beyond me at this point,
I
you know?
know. I know. Meddling with Trina's life, I think he went too far.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
though, and he said why, but it didn't really seem like his intentions were that clear, you know?
Yeah, and it seemed like, wouldn't that be something as a boyfriend, I mean
Mm hmm.
fiance, I guess, but
Mm hmm.
wouldn't that be something you would have discussed with Portia?
Yeah,
At the
definitely.
very least, maybe not Trina, but at least Portia.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So,
So,
yeah, he's being sort of sneaky himself.
yeah, and he's just being so dinky and unpleasant in every
Yeah.
conversation with pretty much everybody.
Yeah, and I don't know where he should be putting his energy, but it seems maybe he's trying to act like he's the good guy doing this sort of thing because he knows he's a total fuck up when it comes to Selena, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, he can't. He is no match. Um,
He's no match for Selena Wu.
yeah, he really isn't. I don't think anybody is.
No,
Um,
even Sonny's like, ooh.
yeah, yeah. Watching her get on the elevator is like, ooh, pure evil there.
Yeah. What did I get into here?
My favorite new character and name is Carver.
I know. It's like-
That was funny.
it was funny. Do you want to say anything more about that?
No, I just like him. I hope they
They
bring him
keep
back.
them.
Yeah.
And obvious,
I
of
don't
course,
understand why every time anybody interrupted him, he had to wrap up his tools again because,
and
like,
he's still got
obviously
the guy strung
still
up.
got the guy strung up. Yeah,
I know. Because that's okay.
yeah, yeah. And I thought, wow, even though I'm sure the whatever they're using to string him up is probably soft on his wrists or whatever, that's a long time to have your
Yeah.
arms over your head like that.
Yeah. He did. Yeah. You could sort of feel his discomfort, couldn't you?
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I can't even, just putting my shirt on, like that's
I
uncomfortable.
can't do that anymore. I
Just
have,
holding
I've,
your let alone having your like literally having your shoulders popped like that,
I have
cut
to
like
cut all of my shirts off.
I think that pomegranate's getting to you.
I know.
um, but yeah, so I like Sylvester. I like that. I know I'm
Sylvester?
jumping, or I mean Sylvester.
Oh,
Where did
that's
that come
interesting.
from?
Where did
Um,
Fort Lauderdale?
I I liked that we saw the Sonny the mobster again.
Yeah, yeah. The Mike side of him was kind of gone for quite a
Yeah,
stretch there, wasn't
I
he?
mean, I think it's good to remind us if he's going to remain a mobster. I think it's good to
Mhm.
remind us what that boils down to, um,
Right.
in
Right.
real life.
Ugly, ugly, ugly business.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be
Um,
funny though if he kind of blinked sometimes and sort of caught a glimpse of all of this through Mike's eyes, you know?
oh, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
If he was
Yeah,
just a teeny bit sort of,
yeah.
taken aback by his
Self-reflecting.
actions,
Yeah,
Like
yeah. That'd be
let's give him a
interesting.
lemonade, this poor kid.
Um, I thought Michael was played that all wrong.
Okay. Would you like to elaborate on that, Gia?
Well, I just thought the way he went in,
Mhm.
um, I
Supposed.
don't know what angle he should have taken, but I thought, well, that
Uh-huh.
is simply going to make Sonny suspicious,
And it
more
did, right?
suspicious. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not sure how he could have played it.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
I mean, I guess he was simply trying to rescue Dex,
I
um,
guess.
not out of any altruism or concern for
Right.
Dex, but just so that Dex didn't spill the beans about their arrangement. I guess that would be
I
my
guess
guess.
so. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
And then Joss comes barging in. Of course, she's just in love with him. So,
Right.
um,
So you can't trust her. Yeah.
and
But
and
did you
nobody's
did you
pointing out. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, did you think somewhere in Michael's little noggin he was thinking, did Dex kill these people? Have I hired a murderer?
Um, yeah, I'm wondering if anybody's wondering that.
Yeah.
Like he could
Dante,
be.
maybe. Well, no,
Yeah.
Dante's
Well.
even listening to Joss.
Yeah. 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 I don't have much faith in any of these sleuths to
They're
solve
not getting the
anything.
job
Yeah.
done.
Um. But I don't know. They also nobody's pointing out, like, they're talking about this jingling sound, and they're so fixated on the dog tags. It's like,
Yeah.
could be bracelets. People could be bracelets. Small person
Right.
could be a woman with jewelry, not just.
Right. Well, like with one of those charm bracelets.
Yeah. Uh, Pandora, a piece from
Exactly,
Pandora.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're
Yeah.
gonna get Pandora to sponsor us
With
though, because
all your children, the
ugh.
charms with.
Yeah. Mine would be silent.
You'd have a charm on there. And then the
Mm.
other charm could be, I don't know, some like work boots or something, like a maybe Monopoly pieces or.
One of those paint keys that I can never find. Mhm.
Yeah. Paint keys and paint stirrers. Like when you need a
Yeah.
paint stirrer, like you can never find it. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Um, why don't they give you more?
I know. And although today I discovered like a cache that was full of paint stirrers. So I was like,
Ooh,
okay, okay, Keisha, make note of this, please.
settle down. Don't take them all. Um,
Because, yes,
yeah,
I was at Lowe's again today.
of course you were. Yeah.
I know.
So anyway, I liked the torture scene. I am worried about Dex.
I know, because you love him. You're like
Yeah,
jealous.
he's doing a good job so far. He hasn't spilled any beans.
He is doing a good job because I'm still a little bit undecided about, like, because I know he's got some hidden agenda, right? Or he's got some secret. I don't know what it's going to turn out to be,
You
but
think so? You don't think I mean, couldn't he simply be doing this for the money from Michael? Just simply.
mm, well, to work for Sonny though, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I'm still hoping that he'll, although
Have
he may not
sex with
feel as.
Joss.
Oh yeah, he will, of course. I'm hoping that he'll bond with Sonny. I guess it's less
Yeah,
likely now. He'd be a little less inclined to.
a little bit less inclined.
Mm.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows, Gia?
Yeah, we don't know how that's going to play out.
No, we don't. Hmm.
Anyway, so there was that. Okay, what else did
Mhm.
we have? I thought Nina was kind of hysterical today. I was enjoying her.
Did
She
she
was.
kind of bounce out of Ava's hotel in a
Yes, that was
hospital
funny.
room?
Yeah,
Because she won, right? She won the right to house
yeah, because
Ava.
Ava wasn't going to Nicholas's house.
Yeah.
Um, so does Nina live in Ava's former apartment? Is
That's
that
kind of
why
how they
she?
made it sound. I
Yeah, I
don't know
was
if we
like,
remember it. Oh, and there was something else that I was thinking that isn't entirely related to this, but when Victor was visiting Spencer at
oh
Pentonville,
yeah, we saw Spencer again. That was great.
I know it's been too long, but we didn't ever see Victor get off the boat, did we?
Right, I was wondering about that too. It's like, well, I guess he let Lucy go. I wonder how that ended. Yeah, that seemed like a detail they left that
you
should have been
know,
kind of important.
unless he took like a Zodiac boat back to Port
Right, but
Charles,
even just they
left her
didn't
on the
like
boat.
shouldn't they have wrapped up the detail of of how that night
See,
ended with them
this
or
is
yeah.
another occasion where I'm wondering if they didn't feel like they had the chops to write that scene, so they just cut a couple
Just
days
cut and
forward,
just they
you
think we'll
know?
forget about what
Yeah,
happened with the.
yeah,
Yeah, I
because
guess so.
we're usually drunk.
Right. Yep. Of course.
Mhm. Ooh, I'm almost done with my
Having a
drink
sip,
here.
yeah, moment to have a sip of cocktail here.
Yeah, I'm a little scared that I've finished my drink.
I'm getting there. The ice is all gone. That makes me sad. Um, I'm drinking from a cup that says "Down the hatch."
You're so
Classy.
sophisticated. I
It was
believe
a
that's
gift.
what they serve drinks in at the Metro Cart.
To me, it looks like something that might have been at the Tano, actually.
I was thinking about the Tano today because I was wearing my Tano shirt out and about,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
nobody stopped me at Lowe's, which was disappointing.
Has anybody ever stopped you about your
No,
shirt?
no,
Okay.
no, which I guess that's also
So,
disappointing. But I was
yeah.
thinking, gosh, it's not going to
You'd
be
have
that
to have it
long.
if
What?
you had it say, "Ask me about a table at the Tano," then you might get stopped.
Maybe. Or if I had bigger boobs filling out the
That
shirt.
might help, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Lots of things really not helping me in that.
Speaking of boobs,
Uh,
um,
yeah. Lots of
Sam was
boobs were showcased, I think, in the
yeah,
last few
I
days.
was thinking mainly of Sam's, I'm not sure who you're
Yeah.
talking about, but, Sam was back in old Sam outfit when
Kind
she
of,
was at the
yeah.
hospital speaking to Spinelli.
Right, right.
Another storyline that is absolutely tedious
And
and why they've
ludicrous.
it's ludicrous and they've made it go on for like 8 years.
Yeah,
Um,
and fucking Cody always has to rear his ugly head when it comes to that, you know?
yep.
Always putting Spinelli in his place because honestly, I don't believe Spinelli ever would have done something like this, right? Hacked every single account in the world to
Well,
so people could
what is
date
Cody's
successfully.
connection here? I mean, is what's his involvement with it? I don't understand that.
Well, he knows that Spinelli's behind this dating service. I don't know if he knows like quite what he's doing, which is super illegal, right? But
That
I,
yeah.
I
But
guess he
so
feels like
he could
he's got
blackmail him
enough.
or something.
Yeah, he's got enough, at least in Spinelli's mind, that he still has power over him.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
I like Spinelli.
yeah,
Um, I wish they'd come up with something better for him.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
possibly the pining over Maxie storyline or
Mm-hmm.
anything. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is just
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
And even Austin, like we don't really know what his deal
oh
is
yeah,
these days, you
that's
know?
another incredibly tedious storyline. And
Yeah.
that scumbag Mason, the
Uh-huh.
newest scumbag,
Yeah.
I could see less of him and be okay.
I
Like,
wouldn't mind that either. Yeah. I
and
know.
I mean, and Austin, the actor, looks just like bored. He doesn't even like he can't even summon up the
Yeah.
energy to
Yeah.
play the this part because it's so stupid and
Right. So yeah, it really continues to beg the question, why kill off an interesting character to
yeah,
replace him with a less interesting
a
character?
less interesting character that's on less frequently, that's
Yeah.
paired with somebody that he really has very little chemistry with, I think,
Yeah. Well, and
as
Max,
opposed to
yeah.
Elizabeth and
Yeah.
Franco. They,
Yeah. Right.
um,
That was a nice relationship. It really
yeah, and
was.
that was a heart wrenching relationship. And now
Yeah.
it's like I have
Yeah.
to remind myself, like, oh, he and Maxie, okay, right, and it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
um,
Yeah,
all
that's
right, Cody. Then
disappointing.
we've got Cody. Like, let's get through all the boring, tedious things we're not liking.
There was a
So,
lot of that in those days,
yeah,
honestly.
so the Cody Mac Felicia, you're part
Ugh.
of our family
Yeah,
story.
that was too much. And I even if I don't like Cody, I kind of would have sympathized with him at that point. Like, I don't know if I would want to rush into those arms, you know.
Yeah, they seemed like the Stepford wives or something.
A little bit,
Um,
yeah. Yeah, as much as I do love Felicia, I love Maxie. Mac, I don't know. He's a little bit, I don't
Mac
know.
just doesn't seem very bright. I don't know.
Not these days. Not these
you know,
days. No.
um, and he wasn't saying anything welcoming, just but suddenly the ladies jumped in with all this
Yeah. Yeah.
bullshit about, being
And
part of
I
a
don't think I
family.
care either way if Cody's related to Mac. Do you?
Yeah, that was kind of Cody's point. It was like, good point. Like, what difference does it make now?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but he'll instantly be able to call him dad. Dad?
Right, right.
Oh, and that brings us back to our
Oh,
Marshall sighting today.
Marshall with his tiny hat and his large clarinet.
His large clarinet, and he's going to go around and bring joy to all the patients at
Imagine
General
that.
Hospital. And
If
Ava had
Marshall
to like
showed up
look
in
like
your
she, yeah,
hospital room, what would you do?
yeah, with
I'd
his,
be like, "Do not
uh,
resuscitate."
yeah.
If I start to flatline, you just walk away.
And he started playing at Ava, and she's having to
Yeah.
look like she's,
Oh,
enjoying it. Oh, wouldn't
man.
I love some jazz?
Oh, as sweet as
Oh,
Tupelo, Mississippi honey.
oh, I know. I mean, the like fake like jive talk is just, oh
Yeah. Cut
God,
it out. Just shut up and get out.
cut it out. And the hand holding
Ah,
by people that are beyond a certain age is,
mhm.
it wasn't just them, but they started it
Yeah.
today. And he and Epiphany, I was like, oh my God,
I
just
feel like Epiphany would get tired of that shit.
I hope so. Let's hope
Yeah.
so. Uh,
She
but at least they
suddenly
didn't do much with him today. It was just kind of he was just being
yeah,
used to get Curtis to
yeah.
go on about that endless storyline.
Yeah, Curtis is just doing laps in the hospital, right? Like
Yeah.
telling
We were in
anybody.
the hospital almost all these episodes. Like we were in the hospital a lot,
But it
which I
wasn't
don't know.
interesting. Like I love
I
a
don't have anything to
nice
say
medical
about that,
drama, but
except
yeah.
I do like the plants and I like that painting. Um,
I know. I know, Gia.
so I do like that setting, and it is called General Hospital. So
It is, yeah, and there's got to be a reason for
yeah.
that, I guess.
Okay, here's what I liked. The bright spots for me were
Okay,
Anna
and
and Valentin.
Valentin, yeah.
Yep.
Although
Um,
they have now, they're still going with the Dickensian Charlotte,
oh yeah, yeah, on the phone. I know. I thought
which
you'd be
is
bummed
like
about
God,
that.
talk about two actors who are night and day,
I
right?
know the original Charlotte. Yeah, and that poor
I
little
feel like
girl.
she
Yeah,
could have like flattened
she
Victor,
would
and
have eaten that
this
one for
Charlotte,
lunch.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, man.
yeah.
So I don't know how they explain those choices that they're making.
Uh, Contest winners or buddies of the writers, or I don't know. I like how does a Cody work his way on a show like that?
That's a good point, Gia.
Nobody
It's well
wanted
taken.
him, but he must have had something on the writers,
Let's
or
see,
I
we
don't
have
know.
$40 for this character. Who's willing to work for $40? What's your name? Okay.
What's your name? You're not gonna get much of a wardrobe. Just these jeans and this
You have to bring your
gargantuan
own
belt buckle.
t-shirts
Yeah, three cranberry red pocket tees.
and do your own hair.
Yeah. So anyway, they Valentine and Anna, I thought were convincingly like in love, and
Yeah, yeah.
the
Even
sort
though
of
I still
cute
feel like calling her darling is a little too soon. I don't know, but he's
too
always
much.
done that, right? So I guess that's
Yeah,
just who
yeah.
he is. But yeah, and they're also just so good that you'd like to see them, right?
Yeah, and they're sort of like witty in a subdued way, and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So
Mhm.
I thought they were a bright spot.
Mhm.
Naked Chase,
Sure, sure. Yeah, it
stupid
was nice.
stupid storyline, but
Stupid. Yeah, that's all getting like just unnecessarily stupid too. But yeah, Chase, we love to see Chase,
the highlight of
whether he's
that
clothed
scene,
or not.
yeah, the highlight of that scene for me was when Chase pointed out when she was taking all the food out of his fridge
Yeah.
that wasn't good for singing. She pointed out that he pointed out that eggs were, eggs
Not
aren't dairy,
dairy.
and she said they're in the dairy aisle, and
No.
I did like that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's just a ridiculous little thing, and
Yeah.
it's going to be an unbearable scene when he has his big gig.
And
Um,
Selena's like grinning like
yeah,
a, you know,
yeah.
like she made
She
this
looks
all
like she
possible.
just swallowed the canary or something, all
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
all the
I didn't
time.
even understand why, like when Sonny was going through his mind about how Chase got the gig, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't quite understand the significance of that. So
Yeah, I don't either.
Selena got him the
Right.
gig.
Right. Although
Well,
he
and
could have got
Sunny,
the gig on his own easily.
right?
So, yeah, it's all
Yeah, I don't know. It's all kind of
come
stupid. So
on.
that's a stupid storyline, but it had a funny
Yeah.
moment there.
Yeah. Mhm.
What else did I like? There was something else I liked. Well, it's escaped
Mm.
me now.
Well, I know
I
it
guess.
wasn't Gregory.
Oh no, that's also being tedious. Them
Yeah.
racing around like it just seems so out of touch. Like the whole newspaper angle,
Yeah.
as like they're gonna save the day with their newspaper articles.
Right,
Uh,
right. Yeah. And everybody's just doing laps in General Hospital.
yeah, so much hospital time.
Mhm.
Do you know anybody that reads the newspaper?
Actually, at the bookstore, lots of people buy the local paper.
Do they? Okay, well,
I
that's
don't
good.
know. Yeah, I know that's kind of. I
But
think maybe
are there
because they
more
don't.
people that buy Uncle Henry's?
I think I think it's because the local newspaper doesn't really have a legitimate website. So, and
Yeah,
the
I just feel
papers,
like
you know.
things are online.
Yeah, yeah. If
I don't
anything real is happening, you'll know more about it by looking online than you will waiting for the
Yeah,
next day's paper. And I guess,
yeah,
Alexis's paper has a website too, so it's, more the website
yeah.
probably.
Maybe it's the online readership, but I don't
But
know. It just feels like
still,
an out of touch storyline.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
but maybe the viewership, maybe we're all pretty old, so they figure, you know, we're newspaper readers. I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe, I
So
guess.
that's tedious.
Yeah.
What
Is it
else did
yeah,
I?
what else is good?
Yeah, what did you like? You got anything?
Well, I did like seeing Chase again because it seemed like it had been a while, but it felt like he and Brooklyn are still like she's still trying to do this like pulling
Yeah,
away.
the thing with Link is so
Yeah, that's also
convoluted
dumb.
still.
And
Yeah,
it's not even like soap opera interesting, you know? It's like,
yeah.
please, we don't need this convoluted nonsense.
Right, and they're
Keep
still
these
doing this
people
sort of fake
interesting.
roadblocks to their relationship
Yeah,
moving forward.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. And it seems like Chase is perfectly willing to like express how he feels. So I
Yeah,
feel
he
like,
is.
you know,
Um,
Brooklyn ought to
that
be
was the
like,
point of today.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I believe I can accept this now.
Yeah, it just seems very, very, what is the word? Forced, the whole
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah.
And
Mhm. Yeah.
anyway, so
Because
I guess
she's
there wasn't
otherwise
all
she's
that
very
much to love.
impulsive, right? In a lot of aspects of her
Yeah,
life, she's
yeah,
impulsive and rash.
right.
So.
That was the whole point of her. Um,
Yeah.
I guess the other highlight for me today, at least, was Nina. I thought Nina was starting to kind of spread her wings, her Nina
Uh-huh.
wings, and be
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah.
being more jokey and
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if we
And
can
that,
see
yeah,
her every time we see her outside of the context of Sunny, I think it helps her.
yeah. When we see her with Sasha,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Mhm.
Ava, yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
And but even with Sunny, she was being kind of funny, and
Mhm.
I don't know, like if they can put the whole like Carly thing behind them and just
Yeah.
move forward and be who they are, and then see what
Mhm.
happens. That would be more
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Anyway, I guess that's all I've got really.
yeah, we didn't
I'll
talk too
save
much
my.
about Spencer. What did you want to say anything about
Oh,
Spencer?
I liked his must prison look, his mussed up hair, and yeah. And I thought that was a good sort of classic prison thing with the guy knocking the book out of his hand and it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
I know. Even in the prison library, you're not safe.
Yep, you're not safe anywhere. So
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know. We don't know how bad things will get. Things got bad for Michael in prison.
Oh gosh, they sure did, didn't they?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's hope that
Hmm.
doesn't go there for
Hmm. Right.
Spencer.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, but I was glad he was back.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of felt like I suppose Victor would be the obvious choice of people who would visit him, but it sort of felt like we could have had him. I feel like I keep saying this, like a much more interesting conversation if he'd been talking to somebody else, you know?
Yeah, and it doesn't like wouldn't Cameron have gone to see him
Yeah,
somehow?
I that
Or
sounded like they had
or
intentions.
Alexis or any,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little
Because
bit, but
Victor's just got the one script, you know, like
yeah,
family's
yeah,
important, blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
You know, although he's the reason Spencer's in there, right?
yeah, yep.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm. Anyway.
Anyway, all right.
Okay.
Well, I think we've probably kind of covered it.
Yeah, I think we have, Gia.
And I didn't even get to my interesting facts about wallpaper, so I'll save that for next time.
Wallpaper. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed
Yep.
that.
Nope.
Okay.
I know.
You're gonna hold on to that, are you?
I am.
Okay, I guess we can count on nobody listening next time.
Well, they're probably not listening now, so
If they've got anything else to do. They're probably like, I have some laundry I could be doing right
yeah. Maybe I'm
now.
gonna alphabetize my CDs. Something like that.
Done.
Okay, well, it was nice to talk to you again, and so we'll catch up again in a few more days, and
Yep. Yep. Okay, Gia.
we'll
Yeah.
try to be more positive. Let's focus next time when we watch. Let's like things we like. Okay,
Okay. Yeah, I know we're not good at that, and I
these are
don't
a
think we
few of
can
our
blame the
favorite
booze.
things.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think we're just
More
getting in a
positive,
negative.
less drunk last time. How about next time?
Okay,
How about
yeah,
okay.
all right.
All right.
Okay, let's go
Okay.
fix another cocktail.
Okay, Gia. You and
Okay,
Rory have a good night.
okay, you guys too, and we'll talk
Okay.
to you in a few days.
All righty.
All right,
Night.
bye everybody.
Goodbye.